Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forest Job here on Dave Plays. Today we're taking on Bayer Leverkusen in the second leg of the round of 32 in the Europa League. We carry a 1-0 lead in from the first leg, which was the away leg, so that is an all-important away goal for the Tricky Trees. We're going to see if we can hang on to that advantage and progress into the last 16. But it's going to be a tall order. Before we get into that, I'd like to remind you that if you enjoy today's video, drop a like on the video if you wouldn't mind. That would be lovely. It would certainly help us reach more people. And as well as that, if you enjoy the video and you're new, then please do consider subscribing. Click on the subscribe button and the notification bell, and that'll let you know whenever a new video comes out. New videos are posted every weekday at 10:30 AM GMT, so you know when the videos are due. Check it out, and I hope that you'll come along for the ride and enjoy what I'm putting out here. Before we get into the match today, we do have highlights of the Leicester City match, which, as you can see on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, went very well for us. So here's the highlights right now. Okay, and we're back from those highlights. I have to say, I didn't feel as in control as those highlights would have you believe. It's amazing that there are no highlights between the first and second goals. But there we are. Anyway, we're moving on into today's game, which is Bayer Leverkusen. It's at the City Ground, and we do carry that all-important one away goal into this match. So let's have a look at who's going to be playing for us today. And defensively, we have got problems, haven't we? We have got big problems defensively. Worrell, I don't mind an orange arrow, but honestly, a red arrow, it's too much. It's too much. So McKenna has never let us down. We're going to bring McKenna in, and we'll throw Hugma onto the bench in the place of our captain. As for the rest of the team, I'm happy enough to have Zifweek on the pitch, but I am going to throw Frimpong onto the bench to cover him in case he has an absolute mare. The rest of the team pretty much picking itself. I am tempted, though, to just put an extra pace merchant on, so Nyangbo can sit on the bench as well in case he's needed. And of course Cosgrove will sit on the bench in case we want to change things up a little bit and put a big target man up front. You never know, we might have to throw the ball up front at some point and just hope that things will go for us. But that's pretty much all the changes that I'm going to make for this game. Let's get into it and see whether or not we can get the result today. A lot of pressure on this match. The history of Nottingham Forest is intertwined with European competition, and although it's not necessarily intertwined with this particular competition, it is still nights like this in Europe that made Nottingham Forest the club that everybody knows it to be. Here they are in the tunnel awaiting the walkout, the theme and the kickoff. And luckily for us, I have a start button here which is going to skip all of that malarkey for us, and we can get straight into the game itself. Hernandez kicking off for Nottingham Forest will be shooting from left to right in this first half, and they are not wasting any time at all in pressing us very high up the pitch. Going to have to be very, very careful in how we use the ball today, where we take risks and where we don't. It's okay to take a risk, but it has to be in the right area of the pitch. And that is one such area, but they're so quick to break here that we could already be seeing ourselves in trouble as Bellarabi brings it down the left-hand side. Willems does a good job in covering it off, and Bremer sticks it behind for a corner kick. They've drawn 2 men out. It is a short corner. That's well won by Bremer. And now Hernandez has it high up the pitch. No support with him. So he's going to just carry it into the corner. That'll do. First time by Zafuik. Hernandez underneath it. Manages to get a head onto it, but no danger from that kind of area. And Centurion really pushing forward now, trying to put pressure on the ball. And that's an excellent clearance. They managed to get it all the way over there. It's very well done. McKenna now with the ball. We're going to look to just move it out wide where we can and take advantage of our wing play, not forgetting that of course we can move it inside. We do have some very rapid players in the middle of the pitch, looking at the likes of Hadji, who are not only quick but able to find a pass. Oh, and this could be dangerous. Murray, Bailey into the middle, goalkeeper makes a fantastic save. 20 minutes gone and Newball is called into service for the first time in this match. They attack so easily, and everything that we have to get, we have to fight tooth and nail for. As Amiri looks to take this corner kick, Wilson rises up, Hadji, oh my god, it's gone in! Oh, it's a disaster for Nottingham Forest. They thought they dealt with the corner in the first instance, and Utkin has broken many a heart in this stadium. It's 1-1, and now Nottingham Forest have to win this 90-minute game of football to get through. Absolute nightmare. Hadji is not the man you want in that situation. He's not the tallest, and he can't head the ball for toffee. And well, now we are in the thick of it. Wilson to Hadji. Hadji dispossessed again. He's not having the best of it here, Hadji. And already I'm thinking about possibly making changes there. Centurion. Arcas. Hadji bringing the ball forward. Saw the run of Hernandez, but didn't... He's not given that offside, surely. He has. I know that the player was offside, but he was nowhere near competing for the ball. Well, I never. Bremer with a good header up the pitch. Hernandez gets underneath it, but loses out. Wilson back doing his defensive duties, doing them reasonably well, it has to be said. Won the ball, just couldn't hang on to it. And here's Murray. It's the same bloody tactic over and over again. Play it into a man with his back to goal, and then try to spin on it and get through, as Hernandez very nearly gets through himself, and he's bundled off the ball there. That's a horrendous tackle. He's won it back. Hadji trying to get in behind, couldn't quite manage it. Forest are having to try to play quick first-time balls here, and it's not really working for them at the moment. Ball out on the right-hand side with Arias. It's out on the wing again. And goes behind for another corner. Amiri into the middle, Bremer underneath it. Told him to head it, didn't even try to jump. Something is afoot here at the City ground. That's good from Busquets. That's not so good from Busquets. Nubel catches the ball. And we're in trouble here. I don't mind admitting we are in trouble. It's 1-0 at half-time. Forest have not looked like troubling the goalkeeper. Something's going to give. So Hadji replaced at half-time, the manager favouring a slightly more physical presence in behind the striker, and Harrington is certainly that. They just dribble straight past you like you're not there. Over the top for Centurion, couldn't get to it though. Cut out by the defender. Tapsoba, middle of the park. Moves the ball out right to Arias. They move it so quickly. That's really well done from Willems. Equally so by Harrington, but unfortunately there's absolutely no support. And so the ball ends up having to be played backwards. That's not bad out to Hernandez. What can he do with it? Nothing. Harry Wilson with the corner, swings it in. Arcas underneath, can't get to it. They're too good in the air. So Fuit's out of position. He's running as hard as he can to try and get back there. Nice from Harrington. Oh, Hernandez could be in here. No, again, the defender's just too quick. They're too sharp. And he gets nothing. Wilson! It's offside. It's offside. It's tight, but it is offside. Hernandez! Oh, it's a great save. It's another one of those world-class saves that goalkeepers at this level all seem to carry out without never a concern. That's a bad tackle. That should be a foul. But no, they get the advantage. Of course, they get the bloody advantage. Every single bloody time. Now Centurion. Hernandez. Harrington. No. Couldn't do anything with it. Oh my goodness me. What a terrible pass. Awful, awful pass. Safwik manages to get back on it. Harrington. Fernandez! Chucho Fernandez with the equaliser. The Colombian striker coming good for Nottingham Forest when they need him the most. You could tell the last couple of minutes something was building. Nottingham Forest looking much, much more dangerous in the final third. And they've got their just reward. I do believe he's put that shot between the defender's legs. He has indeed. Not only has he put his team back in contention, but he's given the defender a good old dose of nuts at the same time. You love to see it. And now, Lars Bender and Tar, the two Germans coming on for Bayer Leverkusen, they want to get something out of this game, and so do I. And as a result, I've had enough. We're pushing up. I've had enough of this namby-pamby sit-back bollocks. We're going on the offensive. Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We've gotten away with it though. It's not the pass I wanted. Oh dear, never mind. Just want to put more pressure on this Leverkusen team now, and the way that I'm going to do that is, as you saw, by going for a slightly more proactive defence. Harrington. Oh, he nearly had it. He had the chance. Willems will get to this. Busquets in the middle. Harry Wilson out wide. Safwik. Oh dear, that's a bad cross. That's a bad cross from Safwik. Harrington. Oh, again. Just too far out, and I had the feeling that if I didn't try to take the shot, there was no way that I was going to end up getting through on goal. But Arcas brings the ball forward. He's got lots of men ahead of him. He's just going to play it slightly safe, and that's it! Nottingham Forest, despite drawing on the night 1-1 against Bayer Leverkusen, have qualified for the last 16 of the UEFA Europa League. 2-1 on aggregate. And it was that away goal that proved to be the most important one of all. A good second half performance from Nottingham Forest after what was a woeful first half. And as we look at the stats, we see that Nottingham Forest did a lot of work in that second half to really even things up. And on the night, you have to admit that a 1-1 draw is probably a fair result. But they had their chances to win it, didn't they? Hadji with a disappointing performance in this game, perhaps a little bit lightweight against some of the bigger, tougher defences. But didn't Harrington do well? And I think he's given me a lot of food for thought in terms of who should play behind the striker in this system. And as well as that, I have now regained my confidence in really aggressive, front-footed defending. Sitting back and crowding the penalty area is great against teams that are so much better than you. But against a team like Bayer Leverkusen, we showed that we could compete on a tit-for-tat basis, and we were able to push further up the pitch. So let's have a look at the other results from the round of 32 and scope out any potential competitors that we might have in the next round. Olympiacos going through 3-2 on aggregate after a 2-2 second leg against Sporting. AGF have knocked out Galatasaray 1-0. That is a bit of a shock, if you ask me. Zenit St. Petersburg have knocked out PAOK 3-2 after a 3-0 second leg. What a turnaround that is. Borussia Dortmund going through in a pretty by-the-numbers win against Rennes. Getafe were absolutely routed by Antwerp in the first round, and in the second leg beaten 1-0 to secure a 5-0 victory. Utrecht went through on away goals. Moscow beaten by Valencia. You can see the Bayer Leverkusen result there. Nottingham Forest squeezing through against their German adversaries. PSV beating Milan. That is a huge, huge win for PSV. Tottenham Hotspur and Lille both going through in their matches. Lazio beating Young Boys. Monaco 2, Ghent 0. Bordeaux on penalty, not penalty, sorry, away goals against Napoli 2-2. But the away goals counting double. Dinamo Kiev beating Besiktas 5-0. And Liverpool absolutely trouncing Hertha Berlin in the second leg 3-0 to make it 4-0 in total. So, what does that mean for us? Do we find out who we get in our next round? Yes, we blooming well should do. So before we leave and before I go on to play Burnley off camera, we are going to go to the schedule and we're going to have a look at who our next opponent is. And it's Valencia. I don't think we're winning that one, boys. I do not think we're winning that one. But never mind. That is another match for another time. When we come back next time, is it going to be Valencia or should we squash in a Premier League game? I think we will. I think we're going to squeeze in the Manchester United match tomorrow before Valencia on Thursday. And do we come back for Valencia on Friday as well? What am I talking about? Thursday and Friday. It's only Tuesday today. I think we're going to go for Manchester United. We will play Valencia in the first leg. Depending on how that goes, we'll see where we come back for the next one. Perhaps we come back for the second leg the day after, and then we'll finish off with a well, it's the quarterfinals. Then it's basically Europe all the time now from here on out. But the good news is that, as you guys know, we are now showing full highlights of all of our games. So you won't miss a single goal. You won't miss any action whatsoever. Whatever game we do come back for, you're guaranteed to see some action. So that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, when we might be taking on Manchester United. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.